Guys, William here with Shadowtronics. Just doing a little quick how-to video. I had an external hard drive that I wanted to connect to my Raspberry Pi 3 that I run as a server, but it's USB powered only, and the Raspberry Pi 3 kind of struggles with external devices that have a high current demand. And so I decided to take the external hard drive apart, and I found a nice surprise that the circuit board actually already had a place for a barrel jack, but they just didn't populate it. So I grabbed a multimeter and checked the connections, make sure everything was correct, and just ran some wires to the pin out, soldered it up, and run those wires out to a 1 amp USB wall plug. And everything worked, and now I have an external drive that's externally powered for my Raspberry Pi server. So in the next video clips here, you'll see just me kind of walking through it. I'm sorry for the bad video if it's shaky, bad lighting. I was using my cell phone. But just to give you an idea, I will be doing a full write-up on it over at shadowtronics.org. A full blog write-up with maybe some high-res pictures of what I did and everything. Come check it out if you're interested, and let's switch to the video. Hey guys, this is William with Shadowtronics. Here doing a little live video with my wonderful cell phone here. So if the quality's crap, I do apologize. But I'm doing a little 20-minute project here. As you know, I run a couple Raspberry Pi servers, and one drawback to the Raspberry Pi is the 4-port USB hub that's built into it is not full USB support. It's USB on the go, which is the same as what's in most newer cell phones, media players, and so they're very limited on the power output. Well, if you hook something like an external hard drive to a Pi, if it doesn't have its own external power, you can run into an issue where the Pi just can't deliver enough power to run it. Well, I happen to have, I've got it tore apart at the moment. Let me find the lid here. We drilled a hole in it, so. I have a Kingston.
This was the last place I saw him.
Focus.
9 years ago.
Oh yeah, you can't even see it now because we drilled through the serial number.
Okay, so.
Yeah. Anyway, it's an external hard drive pod that came with my SSD, and it's just USB powered. There's no power plug. Well, I plug it into the Raspberry Pi, and it kind of works, but it drops out, causing data corruption, etc. This thing, even if I hook it to my laptop, it draws tons of power. Well, I got the bright idea to wire some external power to it. I was going to solder onto the back of the mini USB connector. As you can see, I've got it all laying here in pieces. So I pulled the circuit board out, and lo and behold,
that's some bad hat, Harry.
The circuit board already had a spot made into the board, so I didn't have one like this available, so I just soldered some wires on. It's not my best soldering. The board didn't want to take the solder for some reason. I think it's because it's probably has a conformal coating on it, and my big old iron with a big tip was hard to get in there, but I got it soldered up best I could. And so what I'm going to do is I just drilled a hole in the case to run the wires through, and I ran them down to a 1 amp plug pack, and that'll supply my 5 volt. And I'm gonna get all this buttoned up, and when I get it done, I'll come back and show you the results. Okay, guys, I got that. I got it hooked up. I got the drive hooked up into my Raspberry Pi, and as you see, I'm team viewing into the Raspberry Pi desktop. And you see I'm pushing files over. It's not real fast. It took about 7 minutes to transfer about I think about 10 gigs of data. As you can see here, I got the file transfer is working. I'm not getting any of the wacko errors I was having. So if I go over here and I type in message, you'll see I had a bunch of these unknown result things pop up on SDA, buffer IO errors, and the drive would make this ungodly clang click. This is what it was doing when just being powered by the Pi, and so like I said, it was making this really bad clicking, clanging sound. So I'm assuming it was the drive hard resetting when the power dipped. But we have it mostly straightened out here, so we'll let it run here for a little bit. I'm not sure what these tags are, or sense key. Might have to look that up and see what that means. Yes, it was not properly unmounted. I did that accidentally in Windows, as I just pulled the drive instead of making sure it shut down. What I will do is probably reboot the Pi and let it do a file system check on that so that I know it's okay. But it looks like our files transferred. Yep, and they're finished. All right, so we'll go to this PC. There we are. No, it didn't create a folder for those. That's all right. We'll click one of these. Let's see, we'll turn desktop audio on so you guys can hear that. Whoop, there we go. And click on one of these files. See if it'll play over the network for us. Check that out. Working just fine. Awesome. Perfect.
For more information about this project and others like it, please check out our website at shadowtronics.org. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to see others like it, please hit the like and subscribe to see future videos. Thank you for watching.